YouTubers, Warframers. Today we're gonna put down a frost build, or actually 3 frost builds. Why is this? Frost really depends on your playing style or what you're gonna do with it. Let's go for the builds first, and then I'm gonna use them in practice. Long story short, 3 builds. The third build, config C, is a range and duration build, where you basically focus fully on crowd control. On my A build I have a snow globe build, where you basically have a low efficiency, decent power strength, where you bring up your snow globe to infinite health, or at least 1 million. Recasting the snow globe will add the last life or health from the globe to your next globe, so recasting it will multiply your health. For the second build, for the B build, I have basically it's a DPS build. It's a lot of strength. Because of the strength, the avalanche will deduct the armor 100% plus. We go later into the abilities when we are going to take a closer look to the text. Start out with one ability. Let's start out with the C config. This is the crowd control. A lot of range, a lot of duration, like I said, and I put this chilling globe to have extra crowd control. You take 20 level 140 charges just to see what it does. Snow globe on itself will freeze the enemies, and new incoming enemies will be completely frozen. And of course you can put the avalanche to completely freeze them at all. There's a nice duration on it. Don't expect much damage, but there again you're now relying on your weapons or someone else their abilities when you're playing with a team. Definitely usable for defense or survival mission against a facet, for example. Shooting enemies, I would say it's a little bit less, but definitely physical enemies with physical attacks is the way to go to. Let's go for the snow globe build. I'm gonna take the stats with it. As you can see, it does 14,000 health, meaning with a cost of 20 and 420 energy, I can cast it roughly 20 times or 25 times. So 25 times 14,000, that's my increase of health what I would get on one energy pool. Grabbing new energy or an EV tree and replenishing my energy will increase my energy, of course, so I can keep throwing that health up. Basically how it works, you just cast on the same place. It doesn't make more globes, but it's just gonna take the health from the first globe and add it to your next globe. Of course, still with the first ability you can break the globes. Let's take a little bit stronger enemies to see how strong the bubble actually is. For this, of course, the heaviest enemy, the bombards. They have a lot of damage, 140. Level. Let's see what it does. As you want to have a snow globe as quick as possible. As you could see, one hit actually took out all my health and my shields. You want to be sure that they're not entering the globe, so you can actually slow them down with an avalanche or the ice wave. As you can see, it still will take a considerable amount of time to take them down. But there again, the snow globe cannot be hit, so everything inside the globe. Loki was not inside the hole, was not inside the globe. You will die. Make sure you're not standing too close to the edges as well, because explosion on the edges will still damage you. So keep that in mind with if enemies are firing projectiles at you. And now we go for the last build, because we want to be able to kill the bombards instead of just looking at them and pat them on the back. So basically the snow globe, you're going to use it on a defense, make it 1 million health, and it's never going to break down. Every energy you have, you will cast on the globe. Basically, you know, you're sure that the globe is going to be up any given time. For the B config, I have the DPS build. As you can see, a lot of power strength and put at least plus duration, not 12, but 128, and decent power range. My efficiency is a bit lower, but there again, I'm not focusing on spamming my attacks, but actually execute a kill. Don't have really good weapons for this objective, but shouldn't mind. Again, 3 corrupted bombards. Put a little bit globe up. As you can see on the avalanche, it will freeze them and actually take out their armor. Instead of yellow, it's now red. As you can see, 10 cubes. I got those 3 bombards destroyed pretty easy. You get a decent globe, but there again you cannot spam it, so keep it in mind that it's not going to be a full defensive build, but use it for offense. It's definitely going to work, like on a sortie or when you gotta kill a boss or whatever. It's definitely helpful. I think that's about it for the frosts. Did I forget anything? Yeah, you got the passive. If the Volt gets struck, you get armor increasement. Sorry, what was it? Ice will be laid on the enemy. It's not really a very good passive. For the helmet, I have a squall helm, I think. Aurora was it. Aurora will have a deduction on health but increasement on armor, where you have to understand that especially the snow globe but also the avalanche, the more armor you use, the stronger your attacks will get. So having an Arcane Guardian will also help your play. Just having a lot of strength will boost your power up as well. I think that's about it for this build. If you have any suggestions or questions, put them in the comment below. I think this was my last Warframe till now, until they bring new updates or reworks on frames. Or of course, if somebody puts a suggestion, then I'll make a new vid. I would like you guys to thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace!